And Mardi May has come in as our help here in Adelaide for the half-day workshop. I'm Natasha Denman, the Ultimate 48-Hour Author, and Mardi was actually in this room exactly 12 months ago. You said it was August.
It was August last year.
And it's August now. So we're holding her book, Pyjama Meditation, Cultivating Mindfulness with Comfort and Ease. So Mardi, first question I always love to ask is, how long had you been thinking about writing a book? And what was the trigger point that made you want to, do this?
So I was actually looking into fiction writing many years ago. So I'd done some fiction courses, looked at writing a book, but just never got to it. So the trigger point was I'd actually been running classes, meditation classes for a few years, and I wanted something that I could sort of send home with people. So people would come to my groups, but then if they sort of let it go, I wanted something that they could do at home. And literally it's just like, here's the basics, take it home and have that support for you by your side at home.
And you make it super easy because we can do it in our pajamas, right?
Yes, which is the way I like to do it.
Yeah. I love it, and I love the colour of your cover. It just really stands out, like even when I take it around, so it looks amazing. You've done an amazing job. I know how detailed you were about your internal specifics and all that sort of stuff, and that's what we find some authors know exactly what they want, because you have some background in working in libraries and all that.
I work in libraries, so I've done for a few years. So when it comes to books, my house is my house is full of them. I love them.
I love it. So and what, now that the book's out, by the way, it's been out 3 months.
Yes.
So you were at the November retreat, published 6-ish months after retreat, which is also a reasonable time frame. We say 4 months is really good and fast because of the publishing process. Mardi took 6, which is still within you're not a lagger, put it that way. you did the things you needed to do and how you wanted to do it to get the quality product that came out. So what is the book about, actually? Tell us a little bit more about the content.
Yeah, so it's a basic guide for meditation. So anyone that hasn't done meditation before can pick this up and get a really good overview of how to start a practice.
Yeah.
And the idea of meditation is, for it to work, you've got to do it every day.
Yeah.
So I really wanted something that would motivate people to stick with the practice at home. And if that means in their pajamas, so be it.
And I know she's got pictures, poses inside here in her pajamas that are on the cover, so that's kind of really cool. All right, and what are your intentions now? Like, 3 months out, and what else do you want to see the book do for you and your business in the next 6 to 12 months?
Yeah, so I'm looking at actually creating an online course from it.
Perfect.
And also to increase my credibility, so that if I've got complementary health therapies, that I can partner up with people, and it gives me that sort of positioning to say, yes, I know my stuff, and I know it inside out now through going through the writing process. And so looking at that. So I've got an author talk coming up on Sunday.
Yes.
Which is like a workshop to give people an overview. And it just has been a great, this is what I do. So it's just such a wonderful way to sort of collate it together.
I love it. So how did you find the process? I often ask people, I'm on the other side of it, delivering the program, and I've done it many times, so I'm almost like, immune to my own kind of stuff to understand. Was it easy? Was it challenging? What were your favourite bits?
Yeah, the process itself I found really super easy, because I speak this stuff all the time, every week. It kind of just fell out of my mouth. The trickiest part I found was my own resistance.
Yes.
Who am I to think what I know, what I'm talking about, that kind of stuff. So that, I wasn't quite prepared for how much that resistance came up. And that slowed down the process a little bit. But the process, the technical, sometimes, the back and forth between layout was a bit ongoing.
Frustrating.
It can be.
Yes.
But I found it easier than I thought it was going to be technically. So
beautiful. And yes, the mindset key, guys, is the biggest one to overcome. As much as you kind of think, I can do it, you get going and you see some of the stuff that starts coming up. And yes, there are moments, tedious aspects of this process that can frustrate us at times, but I always say to people, just think of it's temporary. Because once this is in your hand, you are going to be, excited, and you'll forget about all that pain, like birthing a baby, and you kind of want to do it again, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. So where can people get this book?
So they can get it from my groups where I have yoga and meditation classes,
Yep.
or I've got a website, mardimay.com.au.
Awesome. That's easy to remember. And of course, this will also be available on worldwide stores and all that sort of stuff once the distribution all goes out.
That's right.
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah. So go to her though, because that's the biggest benefit is get it from the author, because she might sign it for you and when she posts it out. So thank you, Mardi, for being here today and also helping us in Adelaide. It's always, I love, seeing my authors months and years after they've had their books, because I love to see what is the leverage they created, what is happening in their lives, and maybe next time when we do this, maybe it'll be a year on down the track and see what's happened. All right, guys, have a wonderful day, and we're going to get this event started. Bye.
Bye.